Wallet here. Welcome to my craft room. It is Wednesday. I had to think about what day of the week it was. It is Wednesday, September the 24th, and I have an amazing fun fold for you tonight. So let me get over to Facebook and make sure I'm up and running. Of course, it says I am, but I'm not. Oh, Lordy, help me. There I am. Yay! Some days. Do that. Do that. Now I can keep an eye on both places. Hello, Norma. So I know I'm working on Facebook. Hopefully somebody will let me know I'm on YouTube, and then it'll be 2 thumbs up. So I have a cool card for you tonight. I didn't plug my phone in. Just hang on. And apparently I've got this thing in the wrong spot because it's right in front of my face. Hi, Janet. Okay, so I have a book binding explosion card for you tonight. And this may sound really complicated. It is dirt simple. Take my word for it. And I'm going to show you too, because I did this. My Silver Sisters and I had an all-day team. They call it the SSS Silvers Supporting Silvers super team event a couple of weekends ago. Hi, Connie and Alice and Kim. Yay. Oh, and there's Leanne. So we get together. We live from the West Coast to the East Coast in Canada. And we hooked up a long time ago when we all went to Toronto for a business thing. And we decided that we were going, well, they decided that they were going to start this really amazing group. And I found out about it and I said, oh, please, can I join? And they let me. So I'm a Silver Sister too. And 3 times a year we get together and we put on an event for our teams. It's free. It's all day. It starts at 7:30 Pacific time and runs till about 4 o'clock Pacific time or 6 o'clock, depending on how many sisters are doing tutorials. And we each do a 45-minute tutorial. And then we upload them to YouTube and we put the YouTube link back in our Facebook group so that they don't delete after 30 days. So I did this one in my as my presentation, and we always have a challenge. We encourage our team members to create projects challenged by the card that we make, and then they have a week and then we give something away. This card, in all the time I've been doing it, this was the card that gave me the most entries into my challenge draw. So I know that people enjoyed it. Hello, Pat. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So that's why there's 2 of them here. Now, let me flip you around there, because you know, you've seen enough of me. So this is the card, the original card, and it uses the Amber Autumn bundle and Gathering Together specialty designer paper, because it's got gold foiling in it. Sorry, I had an itchy eye. And so it's book binding. This part is the book binding. So it opens like that, just like a regular book binding card. But are you ready for the inside? Are you ready? Are you? You ready? Here we go. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Explosion. So this is a 6x6 piece of designer paper. So it can be done with anything, except you don't want paper that has a directional pattern, because there's how you will cut it, 6x6, but there's how it goes in the card. So you'll end up with your pattern going sideways. Hello, Mary. Pardon me, my nose is running. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's dirt easy, and it's dirt easy to get it lined up. And then when I did it online with our team members, I added a gold hoop to it. So with the hoop or without the hoop, which one am I doing tonight? I'm going to show you how to attach a gold hoop, whether I use it or not on the card. So you need to let me know if you think I should add the hoop or not add the hoop. And meanwhile, I'm going to get started because this card has a lot of coloring in it. Okay, I am using Cajun Craze and Early Espresso ink. I will be coloring with Pumpkin Pie, Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie, Old Olive, and Dark Daffodil Delight. Oh, everybody wants the hoop. All right. And the Amber Autumn bundle, which is part of the Autumn Toile suite. And this is a mega suite. It has 2 stamp sets. So there's this one and, oh, let me get it. The Autumn Trees one. And I did this card on Monday. And I'll be doing another card with it on Saturday. But tonight I'm using the Amber Autumn. And this is the one that if you were with me, I think it was during my catalog launch party, I cut this out of the brown foil. And that's what this die is. Do you see it? I haven't finished the card yet because I haven't had time. But we used basic white and I did some sponging and I did some flicking with Wink of Stella and Early Espresso marker. And I just want to put it this way and then put a little circular sentiment down there in the corner. But I haven't got that far yet. So that's what this die does. And then I'm going to finish off with the streaked dots. And I got the hoops out because I knew you guys would want the hoops. Because why would you not want the hoops? Okay, so the supplies you need for this card, an envelope, of course. I don't think I posted the supplies for this one, did I? 11 by 4 1/4. And it is scored at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. And that's what gives you the book binding piece, like that. And then we have, let me just open this. I had to fold it to get it into the envelope. 6 by 6 piece of designer paper. So this is gathering together, and this one is not. This is the other one. No, that's Autumn Toile. This is gathering together. Okay. And I have a piece of designer paper that is 4 by 4 and a piece that is 1 by 4. And then a piece of gold foil, 1 1/2 by 2, and a piece of earthen toned metallic. This is the brown one, 1 1/2 by 2 1/2 to do the leaves. And then we have basic white. We have 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2 pieces for the inside. This is 3/8 by 3-ish. And then a piece that is 3 by 3 1/4 to do the image on the front. Okay, so if you missed any of that, just let me know. And 2 pieces of basic beige ribbon. One is 6 inches and one is 4 to do the knot on the end. Okay, so I need that and that and that and the envelope. And we're going to do some stamping. Let me get the stamping paper out here. So I was busy. Here I am, Wendy. Same place, same time, every week. So I'm going to take my Early Espresso and we're going to stamp the pumpkins on the big piece. And did you know that you can stamp with any of our classic inks and use your Stampin' Blends? You don't have to use a Memento. They all work. Okay, so there's that one. And then on the inside, I stamped it on one of the 2 what did I say these were? 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Now remember, they're going to go into your card this way. So if you want to put it just on the edge of one of the points and leave yourself enough room to write. There we go. And of course, every time I do that, it's in a different place, but that's okay. And then we're going to get the other stamp, the one with the acorns, and we're going to stamp them on the other piece, also with early espresso. Hello, Diane. Okay, and I'm going to put this on here. There we are, and one on the envelope. That's okay, Wendy. You can always go back after I'm done and push the pause button as you go through the measurements. All right. That's that. And then while we're stamping, I might as well stamp the sentiment at the same time. Get that. And I'm going to use Cajun Craze. Now this stamp set has some beautiful fonts in it. Look at this. But I didn't want anything that big. I just wanted a small one. This one has only images, and this coordinates with the September paper pumpkin, the fall for toile that I was using last night. So if you've got that stamp set, you could use it as well. Okay, we're just going to put this on here like that, and hopefully it's straight. Oh, I did it. Yay! All right. Now we're going to have to chit chat because I'm going to be coloring and it's going to take me a while to color these because there's a lot of coloring. Start with the first one, and I'm going to die cut it first because I like to die cut my images first, and then if the die moves, I can restamp it and recut it, and I haven't wasted all that time coloring it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. What your weather was like. We had a gorgeous day. I think it must have hit 27 or something here today. It was very warm. I went for my walk at 8:30 this morning with just a shirt on, and I was warm. I was sweating by the time I got back an hour later. So I can't believe the weather that we're having. At this time of the year, the leaves start to turn like they do everywhere else. Only in Port Alberni, it's usually so wet that when our leaves start to turn, the rains hit and they go mushy before they have a chance to turn brilliant colors. This year, I think we're going to have some brilliant colors. Okay, that didn't cut out exactly perfect, but it'll do. All right. We'll start with pumpkin pie. And you can see light areas in the center of my pumpkins. And I'll show you how I do that. So I'm going to put light pumpkin pie on here. And you see I'm missing the center of each one where I want that light area to be. And just remember, you have to get lots of ink in there. I'll do about 3 sections and then I will put the other color on because you can't let it dry too much. And we'll just stick that in there like that. So that's the light. I'm going to go in with dark and put some dark right around the edges and definitely where the curvy things are, but not completely over that light pumpkin pie. Just doing around. There's a little jiggy in that leaf there that you have to be really careful about. Okay, so now I've got the light and then the dark. And I'm going to go over with the light again and get that all blending together, and then very lightly go over the center just once. I'm not going over it more than once because I want that to remain light. And you see how it gives you the highlights where your light source is? Well, it's blending all the other colors together like that. Oh, Diane says that they had high 20s as well, but it's cooling off. Yeah, it went down to like 8 here last night. I'm afraid our gardens are done. I've got most of my vegetables pulled out. Pulled all the potatoes, the beans. I left one cucumber plant because it still had a cucumber on it and I wanted to see if it was going to do anything. And I left one zucchini plant because it had a zucchini, but I noticed today that nothing is growing, so they'll come out as soon as I have time to get out there and pull them. But I don't want to pull my flowers yet because they're still doing good out there. Okay, so there's that pumpkin. Now we'll do this one. Make sure I have the light here. It's hard to believe that winter's coming. It seems like it was just yesterday it was spring and we were enjoying beautiful spring weather. And now it's almost October. Holy macaroni. In the dark on here. And I'm trying to go quickly because I know this is boring watching me color. Before I came on, I had a video chat with my friend Denise. We're doing the Modern Festive Friends class together tomorrow. So we were getting the last minute details all worked out. I'm excited to stamp with her. I haven't stamped with Denise before. It'll be fun. If you're coming to that class, get your kits ready. We're going to have a stamping good time. And then Connie. I haven't seen Connie. Is Connie on here? Connie messaged me to say that I missed a piece of cardstock in one of the Lights of Aurora cards. So look for an email from me later tonight with piece that's missing. There we go. Now, while I'm coloring, let's just do this one too. No matter how hard I try when I do my PDFs, I always miss something. All right. So tell me, do you grow pumpkins in your garden? I've never grown pumpkins. I know lots of people that do. And they grow really well here, but I don't have the room for pumpkins. I had to grow my potatoes in tires because I don't have room to grow potatoes either, and I really wanted to do them this year. Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of chatty things. Hang on, I gotta back up. Oh, Diane's digging carrots, then on to beets. Mary says they're starting to have nice weather in Vegas finally. Oh man, you haven't had good weather, Mary? That's not good. Yeah, where did the year go? I agree. Hey, Connie. Not always. No, only 99% of the time. Connie's being kind. Okay. With the light. Get this all blended together. Diane says she likes watching me color because she's already learned something new. Oh, good. When you're coloring with blends, take the time every once in a while to flip it over to the other side. And if you don't see the color coming through, you haven't got enough ink on there. You need to have color coming through. All right. It's enough pumpkins. Holy man. Okay, it's enough pumpkins. Now this one I use Cajun craze for the squash, but I like it in yellow better, so I'm going to do yellow. Oh. I need both of the yellows, and I only had my dark out. So this is light Daffodil Delight and light, and I'm doing the whole thing. And then we're going to put layers of color on it. I've seen this done, this stamp set. Oops, I missed. I've seen this stamp set done with blue pumpkins, and I really liked the blue pumpkins. But blue doesn't go with the card with this color scheme that I'm doing, so I won't be doing it. Okay, we're just going to get some dark Daffodil Delight on this squash. I love squash. Oh man, if I had room, I would be growing squash. Butternut squash, yummy, yummy. Okay, there's that. All right, now we have, oh, I need the yellow again. I need the dark Daffodil Delight, and I need the Cajun Craze. And we're going to do the corn. I should go and see if our corn is done here in town. We have a farm that is right next to corner of our property, so they're really close. And they grow corn, and it is fabulous corn. But haven't gone to see in the past couple of weeks if they are if they still have a corn or not. No, beginning of the week they did. That was a little bit of dark Cajun Craze I just added in there before I put the Daffodil Delight on to blend it together. Look at that. Lost Lagoon may work. I don't know. I'm not into blue pumpkins. I don't know. Pumpkins are supposed to be orange. They're not supposed to be white. They're not supposed to be blue. Pumpkins are orange. Okay. And there it is. I lost my light Cajun Craze. Put a little bit of that in there. So tell me, do you guys like what I call corny corn, or do you like the peaches and cream corn? So corny corn is the real the dark yellow corn that we used to have when I was a kid, back in the dark ages. Or do you like the peaches and cream corn? This is light old olive. I prefer corny corn. Peaches and cream is too sweet. It's not corn. But honestly, I'll eat anything. Somebody wants to grow corn and I can buy it? Yes. I don't care what kind it is. That was light old olive. Now I'm going to take the dark and I'm just going to put a little bit of color in here. And on the corn leaves. Back with the light, blend it all together. There we go. Well, there's that one. The only thing I haven't done is the leaf. We'll do that in a second. Connie likes sweet corn, so that's the peaches and cream corn, Connie. It's the one that is has yellow and whitish kernels. I like the one that has dark yellow kernels. All right. I'm sorry this is taking so long. The good thing is, if you're watching the replay, you can just scoot ahead. Oh, Pat likes peaches and cream. Joanne, hello, Joanne. She likes peaches and cream. Norma says, just give me corn. Yeah. And Alice says, I'll eat anything that's available. Yep. I will eat it. I prefer the other one. You usually don't get corny corn till the end of the season. Pat, did you notice, do they still have corn for sale at Naysgarth? Or is it done for the year? Because Pat goes right by the farm on her way home. When I go for a walk, I walk past part of their farm, but I don't walk past the part that has corn. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to do some fall leaves. I'm going to start with dark old olive and do right in the center, like that. And then you can see what I'm talking about right there. Then I'm going to take light Cajun craze and put some of that on. And I'm just kind of dotting them, because if you look at leaves, they have dots and splotches on them. So that was dark old olive and light Cajun craze. Now I'm going to take dark Cajun craze and just put a few dots of that on there. Then I'm going to go in with the dark Daffodil Delight and just color over top of that whole thing and just blend it all together. There we go. Oh, Pat says they still have corn. I'm going to have to get my Batinsky down there. I haven't done the other one yet. The one with the acorns. We still have to color that one. I'm going to have to get my butt down there and get some more. Get some corn for the weekend. Okay, that was dark old olive. This is light Cajun craze. This works better when your leaf is a bit bigger. And this is dark Cajun craze. And then going in with dark Daffodil Delight and blend that all together. So have you colored fall leaves before? Have you done it? What have you used? Diane likes ordinary yellow corn, not fond of peaches and cream. Oh, I bet your corn is good this year. Oof. It has been a perfect year for corn. It's been hot, 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 hot. Okay, so now I have bigger leaves. So I'm going to start with some light old olive down the center on both sides of that vein, and then up the veins on all the petals on all the dibbles. What are these called? These are oak leaves. Technically, those are oak nuts, not hazelnuts or acorns. We've got a few trees in our neighborhood, and the nuts have started to fall off. Okay, now I'm going to get the dark and go down the center, add some dark to it. Our grandson James, who is like 17 and a half, has been looking for a part-time job to pay for his vehicle insurance and gas and stuff. And he finally found him. Well, he has a friend who is working for a contractor, so he's gotten a part-time job working for a contractor doing labor stuff, which is perfect for him because it gives him something to do. He likes being physical. He likes moving and doing things. And he's doing different things. He's not stuck doing one thing. So he was working today, and he stopped in on his way home for dinner because he didn't like what they were having at his house for dinner. So he came to see what we were having. And then if we weren't having anything good, he was going to his other grandma's. But we were having tacos, and he likes tacos. So he stayed and had tacos with us. Okay, so that was light Cajun craze. I'm going to put some dark Cajun craze on here. Just adding some in different spots. I never know what these leaves are going to look like till they're done. And it's okay, because if you look at leaves out in the wild, when you look at wild leaves, they are, no leaf is the same. Okay, now I'm going back with my dark Daffodil Delight and just doing the whole thing. making sure I get lots of ink on there so that I can blend all those colors together. And get rid of those harsh lines. Oh, they're not turned out too bad. I always wonder, you know, when I'm doing this, experimenting with colors and stuff in front of you guys, whether it's going to turn out or not. Because I don't want you getting mad and thinking, oh, that was a waste of time. So back to the leaves. I'm glad that we haven't had our normal rain because now we're going to have some gorgeous colored leaves. And they'll probably just get really pretty and start to fall. And then we will have rain and wind. And by the time the storm is over, everything will be a mushy mess on the ground. And there'll be no leaves left on the trees. And there'll be no colors. They'll be all muddy colors. There we go. Oh, those turned out pretty. Okay, light pecan pie. If I can get the lid off. So I've been busy for the past 2 days creating the cards for November, and I think you're going to be excited. I hope you're as excited as I am for them because it's a fun fold class. And they're all different folds and they all use different designer paper, but it's about the fun, the fold and paper more than it's about the stamp set and bundles. So you will be able to use any designer paper you have if you get the tutorial only bundle. If you get the kit, then you will get papers and stuff. But if you get the tutorial only, then you'll be able to use whatever designer paper you want and build the theme the way you want. Some of them are Christmas cards, some of them are not Christmas cards. And they use maybe a die cut or two, like a branch or a leaf or a die cut flower. But you'll be able to use anything you want, which is different from any class I've done before. I still have one more card left to go for the main class, the one that I do with my club and the class and the monthly tutorial subscription. And then I'm going to do a Christmas class the same way. And that'll be it for Christmas classes. You'd never say it's boring. So I'm hoping to get that done tomorrow so that I can get registration open and get all the details for you. So you'll just need other things that you have in your craft room already. There we go. Coloring done. Whew, that was a marathon and a half. I have so many markers, I put an elastic around them so they didn't get out of control. There we go. All right. Yay, coloring. See what I mean about it being through to the other side? You need to have that or your card's not going to work out properly. Okay. Now, I have to do a little bit of die cutting, the leaves and stuff. So these leaves, these ones, the center cuts out. So I cut out one out of brown and one out of gold, and then I swap the centers. And then this leaf, I cut one out of brown and one out of gold. So I'm going to do that. I love this brown foil. I hope it's around for a while. I hope they don't discontinue it when they do their next round of last chance list. Okay, so there's that. And then the center. And there's that one. Now I'll die cut the other ones. Who has this brown paper and do you like it? Oh, Alice packed her craft room. Oh no. And then you ran out of steam. Oh, Alice. How exciting that you're getting a dedicated craft room though. How not exciting that you have to move. I was just talking to a friend about moving. She moved a little bit ago and is finding it difficult. And I said to her, well, you know, you are grieving because you lived in the other place your whole life. And now you're in a brand new place. And moving is the second most stressful thing that can happen in your life next to death. So you are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to have those feelings. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not allowed to grieve. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on these. So when I did the original one, these are just flat. When I did this, I put the hoop on and then I put these on. So let's see what's going to happen with this one. So I'm going to do the hoop first. Get another mat. Grab a hoop. Room and dedicated space. You're not going to have to clean it up and you don't have to worry about getting toast crumbs on your projects because you're eating your breakfast at the same table. It's nice. You can just get up, close the door, and carry on with your day. Okay, so these hoops are flat on the sides. So just take your Tombow glue and run a really thin line of glue all the way around the outside of that hoop. Like this. Then let that dry. I probably should have done that before I did my coloring, but that's okay. Put that over there. Now we'll put these ones here. And we're going to put some glue on these. When I was doing this for the Super Team event, I told them that when you let Tombow dry, it becomes just like glue dots. And I had cut these out. I did the die cutting ahead of time because we only have 45 minutes. And I cut them out and I put them on one of those acetate sheets that come in with our photopolymer stamp sets. And after it dried and became glue dots, then I put it on the plastic. And it was still viable after an entire week of sitting there like that. Okay, now these ones are really delicate and difficult to get glue on. But I felt that first of all, I wanted to use them. I didn't want to throw this part away. And I like the look of the leaf when it's got its middle filled in. Okay, just about done. I opened my window before I started. Now I'm starting to get cold. Okay, we'll put those over here and let them dry. Okay, now it's time to do some assembly here. So the first thing you want to do is put this piece on your bookbinding part before you glue your bookbinding part down, because we have to the ribbon, wrap the ribbon around. Oh, what side should I use? I just realized how pretty that is. Oh, let's do that. Let's change it up a bit. I like that. I like that plaid side. The other side of that paper wasn't plaid. Okay, come on. Uh-oh. My mouse did its funky thing. So we've got that on there. And then I'm going to put this one on because it's sitting here. And I'm going to line that up. Like that. Okay, now we're going to put the ribbon on. So turn it over and put 2 strips of adhesive there and there. And then we have a 6-inch piece and a 4-inch piece. So you take the 6-inch piece and you wrap it around like that. And because you've got adhesive back there, all you have to do is just fold it back and it's going to stick. So you don't have to worry about holding it in place and moving it around. And then I'm going to grab 2 pieces of tear and tape and put it over top of them. That holds it in place. And your ribbon will never move if you do this. Mary agrees. She said the plaid side. Okay, and then burnish your tear and tape down. Take the liner off. Uh-oh. My garbage can fell on top of my gluey bits. Well, good to have your garbage can on top of your gluey bits. Then I think I'm just going to trim that a little bit excess off there. It's a little bit too much. Not that it would have hurt anything. Then you put your glue in here on your bookbinding part. And then you close your card like that. And there's your bookbinding part done. Okay. And then take your other piece. And Pat, this is for you because I know you have not been a ribbon user and now you're starting to use ribbon on your cards. And then I'm going to put it in the center. Pull it tight like that. Grab my ribbon scissors. Trim the tails. Oh, a little bit more. Like that. There we go. Okay, now we'll do the inside. So here's my 6x6. And I'm going to show you with this one what it would look like if I used this as a definite directional designer paper. And I'm going to show you what it looks like and why you don't want to use it. So the first thing you do is fold it in half this way. Then you turn it, fold it in half this way. And then you fold it one way diagonally, not both ways, just one. And then you take your diagonals and you push them up. Like this, and fold it into a square. And then it's going to go in here like this. But if I use this one with the direction, you see when you open it, your patterns are all sideways. because your designer paper has been cut this way, but you're putting it in your card this way. And you could cut your directional one so that the pattern goes sideways when you have it all folded, but you don't want to do that because you waste a lot of your cardstock, of your designer paper. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to refold it so I can use the other side. There. And then I'm just going to fold it like, so I'm taking it and I'm pushing up with my fingers in those creases and pushing down with my other finger and thumb and just folding it into a nice, neat little package. And then use your bone folder to make it nice and tight, crisp. Then you're going to put it. I like ribbon, but it has to be strategic. You don't want to use ribbon all the time. Easier to do than it looks. I know it looks like you spent hours doing this great wow fun fold, and it's like not hard at all. So now you're going to set it so that it sits in here like this. So you're going to have your triangle folds there. So when it closes, see how they're going to go in. So these two pieces are on the side. So fold it up, put adhesive on one side. Only one side, don't do both sides. Then, so the adhesive is facing up. I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it on my grid paper as much as I can. Right there, that's center. And then I'm going to use this dark line here to line up that tip and this tip. And by doing that, it's right at the edge here and it's right at the edge of the fold. I don't know who created this, but they got a very good brain. And then you close it. And now you've got it attached properly on one side. And then just open it up, put your adhesive on the other side. And if you do it this way, then you're going to make sure that your card is going to lay flat. And then just close the back. And you can see that it does not poke out at all. It's just right where it needs to be. And then when you open it, uh-huh. What is going on? Oh, I know what happened. I put it in here wrong. Okay, don't do what I did. See, it looks simple and it's not because I did it. See where my points are supposed to be. My points are supposed to be here and I have them sideways. So I twisted it when I put it in here. And I did say it's easy to do, but apparently it's not as easy as it looks. Keeping it real, people, keeping it real. Okay. So now make sure your fold is up. So you want it like that. So you want it like this. So you want it this way, right? So when you open it, it's going to do that. Okay, back to this whole centering thing again. My point. It's more difficult when you have adhesive on both sides. So that's why I encourage you not to put adhesive on both sides. Do it one side at a time. Now let's hope that this works. There we go. I got it on there right now. So much for easier to do than it looks. Okay, and then when you open it, ta-da! Ooh, ooh. I like this paper much better, but I wanted to show you what would happen if you had a directional one. Okay, where's my colorings? I'm going to put one in, and this is what I am going to use to put the sentiment on this little area here. So if you need more room to write, don't stamp this area. Leave it unstamped. Or put a piece on the back if you want. But they're going in here diagonally. So are you guys laughing at me? You should be laughing. This is comedic entertainment 101. There we go. Now, Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella. And come down the center. And on the tops of the acorns. Come on. There we go. Okay, now the front. This goes on dimensionals. Yeah, how to correct it. First of all, use a good adhesive that you can reposition. Tombow glue, not so much. I got a swap card that I was looking at the other day, and she had put something on it crooked, and it was driving me insane. It was a beautiful card. I can't remember what the card was. And I decided that I was going to undo the card and fix it and then put it back together. Well, she used Tombow. It took me a while to get it fixed. Okay, I'm going to put the hoop on first and center it like that and see how well it sticks. And it's not going anywhere, people. It's stuck. Okay, and then this is going to go in the center here like that. So we're going to take one leaf like this and the other leaf down here. And then the brown one. I'm doing this a little bit different. I'm just going to move that up a little bit. You have to be careful that you don't interfere with that fold. So make sure you put your die cuts in far enough. And then the brown one will be here. And the gold one will be there. Nope, don't like that. I don't like having those two goldies together. So we're just going to do this. Go back to my original. I knew there was a reason I did it. Now, let's see. Yep, that works. Now I've got the centers. So I'm just going to put the centers back into the leaves. See how easy it is when you put Tombow on there. The first thing I tell new stampers is when you're getting adhesive, just remember that you get what you pay for. If you go to the dollar store and you get cheap adhesive, your adhesive is going to be cheap and your cards are going to fall apart. If you pay good money and you get good adhesive, your cards are not going to fall apart. Oh, thanks, Tracy. And hello. Tracy says, I love your pumpkin coloring. Okay, so all of those are off, and we're going to put this down here in the center. Right about there. Now, I know my sentiment's around here somewhere. There it is. And I'm going to angle this. So I'm going to cut one side first. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to slide it to the other side. place it where I want it, and use that as a guide so that both angles are the same. Now, you don't have to be that persnickety, but I'm OCD, so I have to be. And then this one, I've got that up a bit higher, so I think I'll just put it there. So we'll put a dimensional on each end of my sentiment. You're always going to learn how to fix boo-boos when you watch me, because I fully admit to making them all the time. If you don't make mistakes, you don't know how to fix them. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And that gold hoop, I'm sorry, it just finishes the card off. Where did I put my winky? Oh, there it is. A little bit of winky on here. Not a lot. I don't want to overpower. Just have a little bit. Oh, I didn't do this one though. There we are. And we'll finish off with some streaked dots. I love these. These are so pretty. They look very earthy to me. Oh, I didn't. Oh, this one I used the Cajun Craze and gold ones. So which ones do you like better, Cajun Craze or the streaked ones? Maybe I should put some of both on here, eh? We'll put this one up here. No, I don't want that big one. Let's put a little one up there. Let's put a little one up there. Get the Cajun Craze and gold dots. And we'll just mix them because we can. It's our card and we can do what we want, right? Let's put this one. Oh, I like it right there. And another one there. And another one there. There we go. Oh, I'm glad, Mary. Not that it was your fault, but I'm glad there was no problem with the sound, because that would be awful. Okay, so there we go. There's our book binding explosion card. And I'm missing an envelope. Oh, there it is. With the hoops and without the hoops. Some tips and tricks for coloring fall leaves. And which designer paper do you like better? What one did I use in here? Oh, there's oh no, these two are the same. Those two are the same. So do you like the with the pattern or without the pattern on the inside? Thank you, Janet. The Cajun is nice, Tracy. I agree with you. They've got sparkly dots in them. So if you are thank you, Brenda, and hello. If you are enjoying my video, please, and you're watching on Facebook, please hit those emojis. Let Facebook know. If you are watching on YouTube, hit thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm live quite a bit. Okay, so we got some coming in with the pattern, some without the pattern. Hello, Holly. Yeah, this one shows off the coloring, but I like the gold on this one. So it all depends. And you could do this with any theme. It would be pretty with the traditional Christmas stuff. Oh, maybe I should make one for my funfold class in November. Wouldn't that be fun? Yes, I've got a whole stack of funfolds that I'm doing. Maybe we should do one. Different looks. That's right. thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been fun. This is a really fun fold to do. And just remember to get your designer paper on the inside in the right spot. Don't have it sideways like I did. Oops. So if you got the the Aurora Lights of Aurora class tutorial from me today, one of the cards has is missing a piece in the PDF. So I'm going to send out an email with the corrected PDF. I don't know whether I'll get it done tonight or not, but it's coming. Some days, Connie, thanks, Carol. Aw, you guys are so kind. Connie, do you know which card it was? Because you get the tutorial. Which card was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 5? Do you remember? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Anyways, it doesn't matter. I will deal with it and I will send out corrected PDF for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I won't be live tomorrow night because it's the Modern Festive Friends virtual class, but I will be live on Saturday with another card using the, what's it called? Autumn Trees bundle, and how to get some different colored leaves on there. I hope you enjoy your day tomorrow, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.